We start sharing the screen. This is where we had stopped. Community relations process with the 5 identified steps. That is, first you have to determine the objectives of your CR program. Then you have to understand the community you intend to serve, you intend to approach in terms of the location, geography, neighborhood, composition, demographic details, etc., etc. Then within the organization, you will have to lay down, you will have to draft and lay down suitable guidelines for all those who are associated or involved in community relations as to how to carry out the PR program of the organization effectively, so that those objectives which you would have already determined would be served. Then one of the important part of any community relations process, in fact the public relations process, is a continuous interaction with the community. Right? You need to tell the community what you intend to do, or why you intend to do, how you intend to do. You are also required to obtain their suggestions, inputs, right, feedback as to how they are coping with this, what are their priorities, requirements, needs, etc. So there would be a healthy communication between these two organizations, represented by its PR and CR wings, and the community on the other hand. And you have to identify appropriate channels of communication. The community might not be convergent with your high-end technologically advanced channels. You might have to localize or customize your channels through which you will be communicating. You will be sending your messages, you will be informing. So this is only indicative. It is not a straitjacket process. It is flexible. Organizations and the community will have to work together to draw up a suitable, effective process so that CR program is designed, planned, monitored, and executed to the fullest benefit of the community. So that is what we discussed in the last. Next is guidelines for effective community relations program. Here in the previous we saw in the third step, guidelines for effective CR program. This is what you have to do. So again, this is only an indicative list. This is not an exhaustive or a complete list. Some of the important guidelines based on experience, based on the research, based on the feedback and observation. These guidelines have been developed. You may add additional guidelines. Some of these are very simple to understand, not very technical, not very complicated. Act as a good neighbor. The organization or its public relations department or its community relations department should act as a good neighbor of the community. It is not that the organization should behave as if it has come to save the community, to protect the community. In the absence of the organization or a CR program, the community would have been impoverished or would have been saddled with all the problems. That kind of attitude should not be there. It should act because organization is there and the community is its neighborhood. So organization should act as a good neighbor, like coming to their help or supporting their requirements, right? Listening to them, right? Hearing to their problems, responding to them properly. Just like a good neighbor. As a good neighbor, you would have transacted or conducted ourselves with our neighbor, our adjacent, or our near and dear ones in the community. The organizations should behave. They should not think that they are doing a big charity, big help, big mercy on the community. That approach should not be there. That is not an effective community relations program. Organizations through their CR should make the community feel that here is an organization, here is an entity with its resources, with its expertise. We can look up to this organization for our problems, for our support, right? For our help, for our needs. That kind of perception you should be able to develop in the minds of the community. That kind of goodwill you should be able to generate in the minds of the community through your CR program. As a good neighbor, how you would have behaved, right? That should be the approach for community relations program to make it effective. accept the perception of the community. The organization might be a big organization, a big entity with lot of resources, with lot of expertise, lot of experience, but it should not assume, right? It should not take for granted that whatever it knows, whatever it thinks is the right for the community. It need not be. It need not. The organization might fail in capturing the mood, capturing the needs, capturing the requirements, capturing the priorities of the community. So it is necessary for the organization and its PR and CR teams to go check and accept the perception of the community. Organization might be very strong, might be very powerful, might be very resourceful, but this should not give any authority to the organization to assume that whatever it thinks right for the community is always right. Not necessarily. It is not always necessary. Community might be having its own problems, its own perceptions, its own priorities, its own requirements. So it is necessary for the organizations before launching any community relations program on their own. It is better to go to the community, listen to them, hear about their requirements, problems, right? Livelihood issues, etc., etc. Then accordingly come back to your design table, sit in your boardroom, draft the CR program. Don't do anything on your own. Assume that you know the things better. It need not be always. It need not be. So you should accept the organization or its PR or CR architecture should accept the community feelings, community perceptions, community desires, community opinions. Then that would make your PR program more acceptable, more effective. Develop effective listening skills. I told you, all PR and CR professionals should have this trait, this skill. They should listen to the community. It is for the community you are doing these activities, these programs. Then unless you hear them, then the community may repulse, right? Oppose, resent your moves, your initiatives. They might not give you a good reception to your initiatives or programs. They might think that this, for their own benefit, the organization is indulging in all these things. So don't give rise to such perceptions in the community. Go to the community, go to the leaders, go to the lowest person there, last person in the community, talk to him, talk to her, then listen to their feelings, requirements, wishes. Then on that basis, try to make your program effective. So the, all those who are involved in community relations program on behalf of the organization should develop very good listening skills. You should listen first. Properly you should listen first. Then you'll be able to understand. Don't assume that you know everything, right? Better keep your eyes and ears open, as they say. Go with an open mind, talk to them, hear their stories, hear their agonies, hear their problems. You'll be able to know more, right, about the community. And accordingly, you will be able to customize your CR program, and then definitely such CR programs will be very, very effective uh, than those who have been designed and launched on a ex parte basis, right, on their own. Yeah. Do not assume all knowledge about the problem rests with managing it. So it is not that once you know the problem, you can manage it. It not necessarily with you. You might be knowing the entire problem, but there might be different ways of managing whatever what managing management approach you follow might not work in all situations, in all communities, in all places, right? In all situations, you may have to again work out your managing, executing, implementing the part. You might be knowing about the community, you might be knowing about their requirements, you might have designed very good CR programs or initiatives on the basis of your interaction, your feedback from the community, but managing it is a big challenge, right? So, effectiveness of the community relations program largely depends on how you are managing it. It may vary from place to place. It may vary from time to time. It may vary from situation to situation. Right? How do you suppose if your factory is surrounded by tribal people? How you are managing your CR program is different. If your factory is surrounded by agricultural farmers, how are you going to manage it? Could be different, totally different. So you will have to customize your management style and approach. Management here means management of CR program. Right? Implementing the CR program might vary from situation to situation. So you cannot assume that this has worked very well in our Delhi or Haryana or Gujarat branch and its community. So we can duplicate the same style here in Karnataka or in Tamil Nadu or Kerala. It might not work. There in Chhattisgarh, probably tribal people, probably this management style might have worked. But in Karnataka and Kerala, where people are literate, that might not really work. You might have to use a totally different uh, approach to uh, implement and monitor your CR code. So that is also an important point in factoring, making the CR programs effective. View conflict as positive. There could be some conflicts between the organizations and the community surrounding this. It is not that, for example, just 3 days back in Visakhapatnam, you have read in newspapers and might have seen in this one, because of the leakage of some poisonous gas, about 14, 15 people have died, and about the community surrounding this factory, LG Polymers, for South Korea joint venture. Mm, about 9 kilometers surrounding has been affected with all the pollution and all. The central government has defined the organization. The organization has offered help all those people, everybody. So there is a conflict. Now the local people have started an agitation in front of the newspaper, in the factory. It has been reported in today's newspaper. They want the factory to be closed. They want the factory, LG Polymers factory to be closed. Now, here is a conflict between the organization and its community. Communities is opposing the continuation of this factory. Now, this is a conflict, and organizations have to take this in a very positive mode. How to win over this community, how to bring down their resistance or opposition, how to mollify their agitated, affected lives, right? How to make them more comfortable, how to assure them, reassure them about the safety of the factory or working in that factory, or the safety of the surroundings of the neighborhood or the community. This is a very good example of PR challenge now. Please follow this story, okay? In another 2 months, if something is good, who knows? This might come as a case study for you, okay? In your examination also. So, how does this LG factory now manage to handle this conflict? Take it as an example. Don't think that the people are against this. People are really agitated. They are genuinely justifiably agitated about the safety of their life, safety of their family. Now, as a PR person or a CR person of LG Polymers, how would you have reacted to this? How would have seen the positive opportunity in this, right? That is how to make your community programs effective. Develop structures in which the community can easily participate. So I told you, for effective community relations program, there should be a continuous interaction and coordination between the organization and CR. It is not that once in a while on every May Day you go there, do some program and come back and it is your CR. That is not the case. There should be a continuous ongoing communication between the organization and the community. There should be a continuous participation of the community in your program. Then how to make the community participate in your program? Develop some simple structures. Don't make it as a very big organizational structure where you can mm, find some places for the community leaders. That is not really required, right? Make simple managerial organization structures. Create a small cell with your PR manager as the chairman and the 3, 4 community members, leaders, seniors as members, and that's all for to monitor that particular activity. Don't make them, they have to apply this online and they will have to call for an interview, you give a written test, then they will be selected, they will be interviewed, they will be selected, they will be sent to your Delhi office for 1 month's training, then they will be absorbed, then they go to make the things complex. Make simple administrative structures to enroll, to draft the participation of the community people. Number has gone up to 10. Let me see who all has joined now. Endeavor to keep the process as clear as possible. Let there not be any ambiguity ever about the objectives, the process, the content, the duration, right? The benefits of your CR program. Make everything crystal clear to the community. This is what we intend to do. This is how we intend to do, right? This is where we want to do that. This is how long we intend to do this. And what are the benefits expected to accrue to the community from our activity. Make everything very clear, transparent. The more transparent you are, the more clear you are about the whole CR program, you can expect more support, more participation, right? More endorsement of your programs by the community. Okay. There are developed mechanisms for how the wider community will be kept informed. That is about the communication channels. How are you going to update, right, the community? Whether it is by your weekly meetings or by through pamphlets or through local radio stations or newspapers or through your messengers or your posters or whatever you do, try to involve the larger community. Don't limit your activity to a small learned section of the community. Extend it to all so that the wider community will be informed, will be encouraged to participate and support your CR program. Then your CR program is bound to be effective. More, if the more, say 90%, 100% of the community participate. For example, we have heard about the what is that SKD-RP, the Dharmasthala Kshetra Rural Development Project. One of their activities is de-addiction from alcohol. If more and more rural people who are addicted to this alcohol consumption, if they participate, then the objectives of the effectiveness of CR program of this organization will be successful. But if only out of 10 rural people who are addicted to alcohol, only 2 participate and get de-addicted, the purpose will not be served. Though it is good, it might not serve the entire purpose of total prohibition, total de-addiction in the community. So you have to enroll the larger community, largest possible section of the community, then your program will be more effective. Develop conflict management structure and rules. There could be differences of opinion with respect to the objectives, with respect to the scope, with respect to the coverage, with respect to the timing, with respect to the benefits accruable. There could be conflict between the organization and the community. You have to resolve this. Unless you resolve these conflicts, uh, your program cannot be continued, or if you continue, it will not be effective or complete. So you will have to develop as to how you are going to sort out these differences, resolve these conflicts through discussions, right? Through negotiations, through counseling, right? Through hand holding. There could be different measures. Probably you will see some of these conflict management, not necessarily with CR, but generally in the last unit, in unit 6, last part of last unit. So the organizations, besides stop thinking about the CR programs and its contents and nature, organizations will have to simultaneously foresee, think of the conflicts that might arise in future and how to combat, how to handle these conflicts so that your CR programs do not stop, right? Do not come to a standstill or get truncated or remain unfinished or incompleted and fail in their objectives. So to make your program complete and effective, you need to think of these conflict resolution mechanisms between the organization and the community you intend to serve. So we're all there now. Pratibha has joined, then Sonia, who is Giant Tall. Who is Giant Tall? JN46. Kavya, Kavya UP has joined. Yes, yeah. Then okay. Now there are 10 students. Now the next thing is specific functions of community relations. What exactly you do, right? Right. These functions could be of different nature. When you when you launch your CR program, when you move in the community, right? When you talk to the people, when you are going to inaugurate or launch or roll out your programs, there could be specific functions. Then while implementing those CR activities. Certain specific functions are there. These are given in your course material. They are the simple, normal functions, normal managerial and administrative and monitoring functions. And while executing your CR program simultaneously, you might have to coordinate with your local government and political systems. You cannot probably right away go and do. There will be larger administrative, regulatory, and political dimensions to these things. For example, if you go to do some work in Navle area, the local councillor will suddenly appear. Right? He says, "I am the corporator, and without my knowledge, how could you go about this?" You may have to take them into account. You may have to invite them to inaugurate this program and all that. The organizations, the PR people, and PR people should know so that there will be no conflict. Probably you can also expect some kind of support from this local government and political leaders. So some of those things you need to remember while launching and implementing your program. And lastly, the CSR, social responsibility dimensions of this, right? Community relations in the form of CR, right? In CSR, CR in the form of CR in the form of philanthropy. We will look into this probably the next slide. So some of these specific functions with respect to, it might be with respect to the designing, the communicating, the launching or rolling out, right? Coordinating, managing, micromanaging the activities, reviewing, right? Reporting, coordinating with the community leaders, local government, and the political leaders, right? Budgeting, estimating, all these specific functions will be there. So CR is a totally a complete function of PR department of any organization. It requires a lot of expertise, a lot of managerial skills, right? Coordinating and planning skills. So you need to be aware of these functions. You will have to execute these functions to carry out your CR program successfully. Now, what are the criteria for community relations activities? How to draft and communicate and implement your CR activities as part of your public relations program. Uh, One is creating something needed that did not exist before. So by identifying the CR activity, please see that by your CR activity, you are going to create, you are going to develop, or you are going to contribute something which is needed by the community, but which is not there. For example, yeah, drinking water. In that community, the community needs that. You know this. They have approached all the government, all the offices, etc., that has not been implemented. Community needs this, but it is not there. Now here is an opportunity for your CR activity. Draft a CR activity, design a CR activity addressing the drinking water problem of the community surrounding your factory, surrounding your organization. So while identifying the activities, while identifying the CR initiatives of your organization, you should see whether this is required by the community and whether that is not there. Okay. If it is already there, then we are also going to do drinking water facility for you means what? It might not be received very well, or it might be a waste of your resources. It might not be used right, or it might be redundant, right? Superfluous. So identify the things which are required by the community, but which are not there, or which the community has paid to provide for itself through its local government or any other support system. So that is the first criteria you need to understand while drawing up your CR activity. Create something needed by the community that did not exist before in the community. That should give you a very simple, clear idea as to what type of CR you can give. For example, some time back, as of course it is not CR, some time back, 4 5 years back, we identified one government school in Shantinagar. There we found that one day while coming in that route, I saw the children go walking almost one furlong there to a water tank and drinking water in bottles, that were unhygienic plastic bottles. Then I came and suggested this to my colleagues and the students who had collected the ESR amount. So we provided the drinking water facility. We provided the pitchers. We provided a long pipe. We provided a small plastic tank, right? And we provided one water filter, not aqua, but normal water filter, so that children or the elders, the teachers, could fill in this tank during the spare time, and children need not go one furlong for one bottle of water. They could turn the tap in the school room premises within the classroom and get the drinking water. We provided water bottles, clean water bottles, pipes and hoses, and all those. It was not there. We provided this, and it was very well received by the school team and the Shantinagar. But in that circle, you must have seen that there is a small school beside the temple. That is what we did there. Similarly, we provided Almirah's fans and sports goods to the Gurukula school. It was not there. They were finding it very difficult to, because it was a tin-led roof school. Summer was very hot. They were finding it very difficult without fan. They were not having Almirahs and cupboards to keep on their records. And children, they had a good playground. They didn't have any sports equipment. We provided about 30,000 rupees of this. We provided. That is the thing. Identify what is required by the community badly and which is not there, right? Which the community has paid to provide for itself, by itself. So that should give us some idea. Then eliminating something that is a community problem. Totally don't enter into some of the spaces of the community. It might be about religious, caste related, or land related, revenue related, police related. Don't go into those things. It is none of your business. Organizations should not get into those issues and problems which are beyond its scope or jurisdiction. There could be a lot of differences of opinion. There could be a lot of politics, right? Some revenue issues, land related issues, police related issues, land order related. Don't go into these things. That is not. So eliminating something that is a community problem. Let the community do this. Let the government, the community leaders solve it. It is not your area. That is not a CR for your organization. You are not competent to take care of all those issues and try to solve this. It is beyond your scope and means. So don't get into any community problem. Let the community sort it out. Right? You are going to provide some physical comforts. That's all. Right? Some physical comforts to the community, which they have paid or they are unable to provide by themselves. Developing a means of self-determination. This is very important. It should not be a total charity, right? And you cannot give this kind of support indefinitely. Sooner than later, the community will have to become self-reliant, right? It will have to decide. It will have to develop its strength and support system. It is not there today. You are providing, but it does not mean that for the next 100 years you will take care of this from your organization side. Not necessary. You have to develop a means of self-determination. Our community should get that kind of. So they should be empowered. They should get the power, right? This small thing, school building was not there. Fine, you provided this. This does not mean that for the next 100 years you will go on giving the school buildings to that community. Community, the local government will have to come up. Will have to gradually develop. You might give one small, say, stretcher to walk, but you cannot ensure that you will handhold them lifelong. That need not be the case. Sooner than later, the community will have to become self-determinant, self-reliant, self-sufficient. So that should be the objective. You should make it very clear. For example, you have seen people giving all these grocery kits to the local people because of the pandemic and lockdown. And nobody is assuring that we are going to give these grocery kits to you lifelong. No, this is very limited. It has limited scope. So long as this lockdown continues, you don't have your means of livelihood. You are finding it very difficult to provide for your family and the family members. So we are giving you this. Once the lockdown is lifted and when your normal economic activities resume, probably we will withdraw. But what all these NGOs are doing, you have seen this in the TV and newspaper. Same thing goes with for CR. CR is not for an indefinite period. Or you might have to exit this community, you might have to look into the problems of some other community surrounding your area. You cannot go on pampering with one single section of your community. So sooner than later, you will have to exit from that scene. So make the community aware that this has a expiry date. Our activities have a expiry date. You might be here for next 1 year, next 2 years. You might move on, or you might move on to some other activity. You may have to then manage, provide, continue this process. That approach should be developed by the CR people in the community's mind. So this is where I am going to stop. We will continue in the next class. Hello, all of you are there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What are you going to do when I keep talking on a one-side monologue? You find it boring? You find it distracting? You find it difficult to keep concentrating on this lecture?
No, sir.
We'll all be there. You are doing something else? You are just watching this one, and you are doing your cooking. You are doing other things in your, because I will not be able to see. You are all muted your videos. I don't know whether you would be sitting through these sessions or not. Hope I am doing all this in good faith, hoping that all of you are there, right through this session. Thank you all. I'm ending this meeting here. So take care. Shall see you in the next class.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.